Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Coppermine Panther Plex in Hampstead, Maryland, as the Frederick Cougars are in town for a Region 20 matchup, taking on the Carroll Lynx. Mark Winkle bringing you the action today, as these two neighboring rivals face off for the second time in the Carroll Lynx program history, and it is the Cougars with a 1-0 record as they took last year's match, as the Lynx will look to get some revenge this year, this time on the home court. The Cougars come in with a 4-4 record. They're 3-2 in regional play, having lost to Hagerstown. They beat Chesapeake. They lost to Allegheny, beat Anne Arundel in a 5-set match, and defeated Westmoreland 3-0. Their last match was on Tuesday, where they took on Washington Adventist University in a 3-1 win for the Cougars. Player to watch in green tonight is number 9, Bryn Cochran, the freshman outside hitter out of Frederick, Maryland. Went to Governor Thomas Johnson High School. Leads the team with exactly 100 kills, averaging over 3 kills per set. On the Lynx side, they come in with a 5-2 record, 4-1 in regional play, and they have just been playing fantastic volleyball. Their only lone blemish in the region came against Hagerstown Community College, but before then they beat Howard, they beat Cecil, but they beat Westmoreland, and then they are coming off of arguably the most dramatic match in Lynx program history, a 5-set thriller to defeat the College of Southern Maryland. The Lynx will be in their blues, the Cougars in their greens, and we are underway as it's Morley to begin the service. And nobody went for the set there, and that's going to end up being an ace for Abigail Morley. And another miss hit. This time the pass didn't quite get to the setter. And a very quick 2-0 lead for the Lynx. Morley to serve for a third time. And another error for the Cougars. This time they're able to get it over the net, but the hit by Jonah Ryan overcooked just a bit too much on the sideline. And the Lynx with their first chance to hit, they're 1 for 1 as Miriam Zuazo hits that down the line, got deflected by the blocker on the far side. So Zuazo gets the first kill of the match for the Lynx. Give the assist to to Michaela Adami. And that is going to be blocked down. Emily McElwain right down the middle, the single ball blocker on the back row hit. And she just hits that straight down the ground. A great block from McElwain, the leading blocker on this team and one of the leading blockers in the region. And that's in there, Zuazo again. A couple of good blocks on both sides of the court, but good job by the teams to keep the ball up, good backup, and in the end, a good set by Adami. Crossed the court over to Zuazo, who found enough space and hit it into some open court. 6-0 in favor of the Lynx. And that will be the first point of the match for the Lynx. A good rolling hit by Camille Crooks, the middle hitter for these Cougars. And that is Bryn Cochran once again trying to hit from the back row and got a little bit too much on that one. We see Rachel Spolstra getting the first opportunity as the libero for the Lynx tonight. It's gone back and forth between her and DiMaggio. Both very good liberos. And a good hit there by Crooks. Went to the far side corner. Couldn't have placed that much better. And there is Carly Badendorf. No doubt about that one. A great pass from Spolstra, put it on the money. And that combination of Adami to Badendorf, gonna have to go ahead and take a bold prediction and say that will be the last time I say that tonight. McElwain to serve. And that's going to be blocked straight down by Crooks. It's a bit of an awkward hit for Badendorf as she tried to adjust to the set and ended up hitting it right into the hands of Crooks. This will be the libero Ariana Calhoun to serve. What a hit there! A great adjustment by the Lynx as it was an awkward first couple hits, but Zawazo came through and hit a beautiful one into the corner. And it will be Adami to serve. Adami has really increased her role on this team. Went from being a rotational player to really being a sixth rotation player. And a big block down by the Lynx. Badendorf and Breen went up together. And it will be a timeout for the Cougars with the Lynx ahead 11-3. So after the Frederick timeout, Carroll still to serve with an 11-3 first set lead. And that's going to find the corner after the tip by the blocker. believe that was Bowman that got a touch on it, maybe, or no, excuse me, it was Breen that got a touch on it and it just found its way into the corner. And that's going to be out of bounds just off of the sideline, as that was Cochran just barely missing. And there is Cochran able to find some space in the Carroll zone, and it will fall in. So often at this level, it's just about limiting your unforced errors. And right now, the Lynx are really not committing any unforced errors. And another big hit by Miriam Zuazo. Great dig by Badorf in the corner to keep that one alive. Zuazo is feeling it tonight. She's got 4 kills already in this first set. And that's just going to be out. Cochran misses again. Talk so much about the hitting ability of Carly Badorf, and she gets plenty of attention, well deserved. But when you start being able to spread the ball around and get strong hitters from multiple angles, it really makes it tough to defend. As we see the Cougars mix it up a little bit with John Ryan able to hit one in. In fact, coming off of a career high was Emily McElwain, 15 kills against the College of Southern Maryland. And that's going to be an ace for the Cougars. Bright to serve once again. And a big hit there. That one can't be defended. That hit by Ryan's going to be off the sideline. She's been going for that cross-court hit multiple times in this match, and she's been able to hit a few in, but also had a few go out. Morley to serve once again, another strong one. And we see again Crooks seems to like getting that running hit going to her side, trying to get around the blockers, but that time just didn't hit it cleanly. 9 errors already for the Cougars. What a play by the Cougars. A scramble play that the Cougars are able to pull out. it's going to end up being a net violation against McElwain. So a point for the Cougars. Miriam Zawazo again with a strong hit right down the far sideline. She's going to be rewarded with a service. And bizarre play there as Morley went for the one-handed set back to her back row, and I think she was trying to say that she didn't have a great angle at it. Badorf, and it's in there right on the line. So a beautiful set there by Morley. That set is going to go into the antenna and will be out for a Cougars point. Calhoun to serve. And that's going to be tipped. A nice free ball that was hit to the back corner. That will end up going down as an attack and a kill for Mariana Bright. I think the Lynx were pinched in just a little bit too much, expecting a free ball more in the near part of the zone and just got caught off guard. Boom! Goes Badorf. A couple of big hits back to back as Bryn Cochran put down a strong one right at Miriam Zwazo, who digged it nicely. And the Lynx came right back as Badorf able to slam it home. That time Cochran was able to find the court. A little bit of help from the net as it bounced off the top of the net and got around the Lynx blockers. Carroll still leads 20-13. And that's another kill for Cochran. Good defense by Jonah Ryan of the Cougars to be able to track down that play. McGuire to serve. And that's going to be just out as Badorf hits that one wide. Here, the Lynx assistant coach, Sarah Jarbo, trying to tell the team to settle down, get back to your game. Don't need to do too much. And Badorf able to tip it over the block and finds the open space to get the kill. Badorf will go back to serve now for the Lynx. And we see Bright try to go for another behind the back free ball. Ends up putting it into the net. A good hit by Cochran once again. We talked about her in the lead up to this game, and she is not disappointing. 4 kills for her to go along with 4 digs. And another big kill for the Cougars. That is Bright, who got set up right through the middle. Sydney Smith put it right on a tee for her, and the Cougars continue to claw their way back. Suazo puts that one into the net. But Cochran gives it right back. That's a big service error in favor of the Lynx. That's able to get McElwain back into the front court with Breen serving. What a hit by Grace Bowman. It looked like it was going to be an awkward play as it was Breen that had to put up the set, and Bowman with the behind the back hit. So give Hannah Breen credit for the assist, and now she gets to go back and try to serve it out for the set. Emily McElwain hits it down and gives the Lynx the first set win. They take it 25-18. In the battle to see who's the best big cat around, the Lynx takes set number 1. We'll be back after this break. We are back as the two teams switch sides. The Lynx will now be hitting from right to left on your screen, and the Cougars from left to right. Appears that Grace Bowman will be starting this set for the Lynx, as she will go to the front line, as Spolstra will replace Breen on the back line as libero. Cougars had a rough start to the set, really settled down towards the middle and made it a competitive set, but it was the Cougars who ended up finishing strong to take it. These are two teams that we are sure to see in the playoffs once we get late in the season, and perhaps a preview of what we'll be seeing later on when we get into late October. Bowman, right off the bat, is going to hit that out the sideline. Just a wonderful point from both sides. Saw some great defensive plays from the Frederick setter, Sydney Smith, having to play defensive specialist as much as anything. And she is rewarded for that as the Cougars take a 2-0 lead. Ace for Sydney Smith right through the middle of the zone. Adorf tried to dive through and got her hands on it, but just not enough to make it a pass. Smith again to serve. And blocked right up the middle as McElwain tried to hit it right as the net, or as the ball went over the net. And standing right in her face was Camille Crooks. Coming out of the timeout, a block by McElwain. Gets the Lynx on the scoreboard in this second set. Morley back to serve. Cochran unable to handle that one, and it will go down as an ace for Morley. Lynx have won a lot of points on Morley's serve so far in this match. And a big time block as the Lynx welcome back Lauren Wrigley, who missed the last 2 matches. And that time, Crooks again hit for an error. That time she was trying to go over the blocks or around them, a little bit of both, and ended up hitting it out. 4 straight points for the Lynx. And make it 5 straight as Carly Badorf hits that one so hard that the dig attempt went straight backwards. Badorf didn't have her best hitting game against Southern Maryland, but did have 26 digs. An incredible all-around performance from her. Another block down for the Lynx. Again, it was McElwain and Grigley who went for it. Six straight for the Lynx as they have taken the lead in this second set. And make it 7 straight as once again Crooks hits it for that near side corner and just misses it. Another big Lynx run on a Morley serve. And that run will end as it's going to be Crooks finally able to smash it down. Excuse me, it's going to be a Lynx point as they're going to call a net violation against Crooks. And that's in there. Miriam Zuazo hits it down the line into the corner. And it's going to be a rotation error against the Cougars. And I have to wonder if the last point kind of messed with them because they thought they had won it, had already rotated, realized that they hadn't won the point, and then they got called for the rotation error. But that is a 10-0 run for the Lynx and counting. That is going to be just out on the line judge. Santa right there saw it just over the line. I think that was the right call, even with the spattering of boos from the crowd who wanted to see the run continue. And it's going to be Grigney who gets credit for the kill as Crooks again went into the net. What a save there. The Cougars keep it alive. And unfortunately, it's the Lynx who ended up bumping into each other trying to make it happen. As Cougars will take the point. Carroll brings in Kat Krachunas. And that's in there for a kill by Bryn Cochran. Carly Badorf, a beautiful hit. That is not an easy one to hit as she is going back across her body as she was leaning towards the middle, came back to go down the line and put it perfectly right down. And Cochran finds her space once again. She has found her hitting stroke in this second set. McGuire to serve. And Krachunas done in by the net there, just a little bit of tip off the net. Threw off Krachunas as it was coming at her. Will go down as an ace for McGuire. No net to interfere with Krachunas on that one. And she had a beautiful pass. Krachunas to Morley to Badorf. No doubt about that one. Another quick point for the Lynx as the reception by Jakari Dorsey went over the net, and all Badorf had to do was just tip that one straight down. Great diving defensive play by Krachunas. Keep that alive. Breen just got under that one a little bit too much. Going out the baseline. Bowman with a nice touch there. Finding the soft spot in the zone. Zuaza will come back in, replacing Krachunas. New rotation for the Lynx as Krachunas now being used more as a backline player and had a good rotation on that. Big hit from Cochran on the back line. Both teams show that their big hitters can hit from the front or the back. It's been Badorf and Cochran going back and forth. Into that net it goes as Smith had to go from setter to hitter and put that in. Another strong run from the Carroll. Timeout Cougars. We'll take a break as well. Back at it we go as it will be Breen to serve for the Lynx. And we'll see what they call, and it's going to be a point for the Lynx as Crooks went to the net, but also a big-time block from McElwain. And down it goes. Badorf hit it down the middle. Crooks looked like she had a chance of that, and she looks frustrated with herself because she thought she probably should have had that block down, but it went off the side of her arm and in for a point. Badorf now with 9 kills on the match. And what an effort by Adami, who tried to set it backwards, but unfortunately her momentum took her across the midline, and it will be a point for the Cougars. Certainly not for lack of effort, however, as Breen will clean up the moisture that was left behind. That hit by McElwain will go out of the sideline for another Cougars point. Another big crowd here at the Coppermine Panther Plex, home of the Carroll Lynx. As we have become accustomed to, this Lynx team has a big following. And a couple of good blocks by Crooks there. The Lynx unable to recover from those. Crooks continuing to be a menace in the middle for the Cougars. And Breen tried to set that one and just put it a little bit too wide. You could see her making a cringe face as soon as she hit it, knew that she overhit that one, but teammates picking her up. McElwain gets it right back and just took a good angle at that one. She saw that Crooks was right there and just hit it to the side just enough to catch the side of Crooks' arm and put it down for a kill. As we get to the service of Abby Morley, we know what this can result to. At least we've seen what's happened multiple times in this match. And nobody is there to get it for the Lynx. Cochran made the pass, and everybody in green just backed away from the ball. So give Badworth the credit for the kill on that. Morley to serve again. A great effort from Breen as she went diving through to save that one, but it just went over for Crooks to be able to hit it down. This set continues to be close. And that's going to be a violation against Smith as she got called for the double hit. I think she could have also gotten called for going across midline. So pick your poison there, but in the end, it's going to be the same result of a point for the Lynx. Zuazo trying to dry the ball off a little bit, and the referee says, let me help you out with a towel there. Miriam Zuazo serve, one of the Florida contingent that has made such a big impact on this team. Big hit from Cochran. Put that one right down the line. Cochran now is up to 8 kills. And another kill from Cochran. Pulling the Cougars back into it is Bryn Cochran. She stands at only 5'5", but she jumps like she's a lot taller than that. Cochran again gets it done for the Cougars. That gets her into double digits with her 10th, and it's going to be a timeout for the Lynx. Back from a timeout. Cougars pulling their way back into the set. As the Lynx hold on to a 22-20 lead. Beautiful tip hit by Emily McElwain. Found the soft center in the zone. That was a really important play for the Lynx as they would try to close the second set out. Harley Bador. She put that one right at Sydney Smith, and just with the pace she hit at, there's nothing Smith could do about it. Set point for the Lynx. Block, point, set for the Lynx. As Breen and Gariglia combine to put that one down. As the Lynx will take the second set 25-20. We'll be back after this short break for the third set of action. We are back in the third set. The Lynx leading 2-0 as Morley will start the service. And into the net it goes as Badorf didn't quite get it high enough. And the Lynx catch a break there as the tip drill by Jonah Ryan just went wide. Net wasn't friendly to Zuazo on that one as it hit the top of it and just barely missed the chance to just roll right over it and fall down, and instead got rejected by it as Coach Terry Leatherwood has a laugh with their team on the sideline about it. And Lynx just caught flat-footed on that one. Cochran didn't get all that one, but just found it right in the middle of the zone, and nobody on the Lynx side even went for it. Right on the line it goes as Badorf perfectly weighted ball. She had a look in her eyes that she was a little bit worried that was going to be deep, but it did appear to hit the line on that one. Nobody could get that one in time as Calhoun didn't pass it as strongly as she probably wanted to, but just couldn't get out of the way fast enough as McElwain gets credit for the ace. And make it 2 straight aces for Emily McElwain. And with that, the Cougars will actually switch out liberos as Calhoun gets replaced by Giselle Thompson. Badorf once again puts it down the line. Great set by Morley. Really, for a hitter like Badorf to be able to have the options of hitting where she wants it requires a good set, and Morley has certainly developed a great chemistry with Badorf in their 2 years of playing together. Nice rollover hit by Cochran. That's one of those ones where I think they're taking advantage of the fact that McElwain was so on the back line and trying to hit it right in front of her, and it worked out for them. Oh, and a collision between a couple of Cougars as Calhoun went down hard. And will immediately get subbed out as her coach just making sure that she's all right. Does appear to be okay. We'll say for coaches, you can't get angry at your players for both going after it. You'd love to see that aggressiveness. It's just unfortunate sometimes that they were both going for it in the same place at the same time, as Leah Russell will check in and she will take the service. Great hit by Badorf, and she almost looks like she's embarrassed by that one as it just rolled over and found the court. And the Carroll coaching staff getting a good chuckle out of that one. Perhaps feeling a little bit lucky on that. Strong hit by Cochran. Seven to 5 in favor of the Lynx. McGuire to serve. What a block by Lauren Gariglia as the celebration almost knocked her to the ground. Gariglia went up solo for it, and no doubt about that, a beautiful block from her. Give credit to Leah Russell as she made a tough play on that one to dig that up on the near sideline and keep that alive for the Lynx. What a play by DiMaggio to keep that alive. And that one is going to be tipped, and it will be a Lynx point. Badorf just misses that on the sideline. One of the strengths of this Lynx team continues to be just the depth of how many good players they have and the ability to get production up and down that sideline. Beautiful play by Hannah Breen and a great set by Leah Russell. I was just talking about, we didn't see Russell in the first two sets. Comes off the bench and she has made such an impact already in the last few points. Big hit by Cochran. And that will allow the Cougars to bring Crooks back onto the front line. Changes the dynamic just a little bit. On the line it goes, Miriam Zuazo. A beautiful hit from her. Right down the middle and right on the line. Zuazo up to 7 kills in the game, second on the team behind Badorf. And it's going to be a net violation on McElwain. It's going to be a Cougars point either way. As Crooks got credit for that kill. And it's going to be Crooks again. Just able to redirect the tip into an open space. Cougars not going down without a fight. Zuazo mishit that one as it went off to the side. Good effort by Morley to try to bring it back into play. Just nothing she could do with that one. Smith to serve once again for the Cougars. Much better pass on that time as Zuazo allowed Morley to go for the dink. Cougars Cougars tried to answer back with a free ball into the corner and just overhit that one. As Kat Krochunas will come in to serve for Zuazo. Emily McElwain. Beautiful set there by Morley, and McElwain had the opportunity to really extend her arm out and hit down onto it just in the spot that she wants it. McElwain with another block. I have to say, it's so much fun going from watching them in the preseason and seeing some of the early struggles that the setters had, especially when it came to McElwain, to try to get exactly where she likes it. And it just, they worked on it over and over again. A lot of tinkering, a lot of, all right, I want to hear just a little bit more. And now you see it coming into the match where they are setting it up just where she wants it to be able to be the most effective. And Crooks hits that over for another Lynx point. Now 16-10 in favor of Carroll. That one by Kurtrunas is just going to be a little bit wide. I have to say, that's some brilliant defensive play from the Cougars. A couple of really strong plays from them. Trying to defend some big hits by the Lynx. In the end, Cochran just had her shot blocked and couldn't recover from it. Another good defensive stand for the Cougars as they're on their back heels, but did a good job of surviving long enough and letting Carroll make the error. And that's going to be called a double hit against Badorf. Given right back as Calhoun hits it into the net. As we will see a couple of substitutions as Russell will come back in for the Lynx, with Barglia also taking her spot. Russell to serve. And there's the friendly roll off the net and in. Russell to serve once again for the Lynx. And another one. And that's the second time she's put it right in that tricky spot. Unfortunately, the Lynx unable to take advantage. But Russell put it right in that same spot twice in a row, and Cougars weren't able to get a hit out of it. As that over attempt by Thompson will go too far wide and out. Both teams making substitutions with the Lynx 5 points away from closing out the match. After some clarification at the scorers table, will be Carroll to serve Bador. And a point for the Lynx. The crowd showing their appreciation for that one. A scramble play if I've ever seen one, but a brilliant recovery from the Lynx to just keep it alive. And in the end, it is Mariana Bright who went into the net, giving the Lynx the point. Hannah Breen puts it down, and the crowd is getting raucous here at the Panther Plex. A brilliant hit from Breen into the corner. Russell set her up beautifully. And the Cougars were just on their back foot that whole time. Badorf to serve once again. And a strong serve it is. Jakara Dorsey unable to handle that one. Badorf got all of that one. And that is going to be out of bounds. Cochran tried to go down the line. And a good job by Russell to read that one. Pulled her hands away at the last second. 24-15 in the third set. And Cochran does a good job of using the soft touch there. Keeping it alive for the Cougars. Still match point for the Lynx. And Russell with the cheeky play dinks it over right there, and that will do it. Game, set, match, Lynx. As the Lynx will close it out. The Carroll Lynx win this third set 25-16 and have won the match 3-0. We thank you for your attendance in tonight's match and for your support all year long. The next home match for the Lynx will be on October 1st at 6 p.m. when the Lynx host the Montgomery Raptors. We'll see you then. So the Carroll Lynx will improve to 6-2 on the year, 5-1 in regional play. The Frederick Cougars fall to 4-5 and 3-3 in the region. In a match that was at times a lot closer than what the scoreboard would lead to believe. But in the end, the Lynx just did a great job of limiting their errors, some strong play across the board. And the Cougars will be going home frustrated. The Lynx going home happy. We appreciate your attendance at tonight's match, whether you are in person or watching from home, wherever you are. And we appreciate your support all year long. On behalf of everybody at the Carroll Community College Athletics Department, we thank you. Once again, final score in Hampstead, Maryland. The Frederick Cougars 0, the Carroll